Hey everybody, it's the Buko Boys podcast.
What's up everybody, I'm Dale.
And I'm DVO, and how was your tongue feeling, brother? And your stomach?
It feels better now. My stomach was pretty messed up for a good portion of the day.
Alright, at the end of this show, guys, we are going to do our Choco Challenge. Maybe you've seen it already. We posted it on our social media and on my personal account on social media. We posted our Choco Challenge, and man, that was
intense shit, man.
it was the spiciest thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the hottest pepper known to man.
It was interesting.
Black Reaper bullshit pepper. That son of a bitch. I tell you what, man. I thought after the challenge, and I looked okay, right? Yeah. I was dying inside. If you watch this, watch the YouTube, and you'll know what I'm talking about after you listen to this episode.
I might actually, so unbeknownst to us, your daughter recorded
my panic attack. I was freaking out, man. I thought I was going to die.
You said, this never's going to end, is it?
It was bad. Well, right after we got done recording, I'm laying down, and I'm just hurting, and I'm like, I think I got to throw up. I think I have to. I think it's something I just have to do. So I get up and I run to my bathroom, and sure enough, as soon as I lean over, I start puking it out, and it just reignites that fire. I thought it was already bad as it was, and I just lit it up, and then the panic ensued.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, stay tuned to the end of this episode. You're gonna hear the whole Choco Challenge and maybe a little bit of the aftermath of it. So anyway, recently we just went and finally watched, not finally, but it just came out, SHAZAM.
Yeah, we opening weekend, because that's what we do. Shit we want to see, we see it now.
Yeah. And there's another one coming up soon we want to see. It's gonna be awesome. But anyway, I was hesitant about the movie. Just from the trailers, SHAZAM, I was just not really feeling it. You were hearing a lot of good reviews.
Yeah, I was hearing, I had some friends that went and seen it, the early release, when they do it like 2 weeks before the premiere.
Oh, okay.
So I had some friends see it there and said that they liked it a lot more than Captain Marvel movie.
Okay, what do you think about that response?
I think it's pretty good. It was pretty even, I think, with the Captain Marvel movie. Yeah, I think they were pretty close.
I disagree. I thought Captain Marvel was much better. I did like SHAZAM better than I thought I would have. I really was a little hesitant on it. It looked really cheesy to me in the trailers. It was a little corny, but in a good way though. I didn't mind it. It was entertaining.
Like 15-year-old kid. I mean, that's what he is a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah, so. Right. In a superhuman body.
Yeah.
But this was the original Captain Marvel. SHAZAM is.
Yeah.
And then I kind of looked at the history. I guess it was, they called him Captain Marvel, and then there was like a break in between a lot of Captain Marvel stuff, and then Marvel came out, and they had trademarked the name Marvel. And so when they wanted to revamp Captain Marvel, DC, they couldn't, so they had to change the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a little history that I kind of watched. Because I was trying to watch like Easter egg. Every time I watch these superhero movies, I try to watch like the YouTube videos on the Easter eggs during the movie. Yeah. And I kind of ran across that. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's a little history of it.
But I think, so the older version of the 15-year-old boy being SHAZAM, they're the same person, but I feel like the adult version just had more comedy. There was just more comedy. He was more animated, and then the 15-year-old version just seemed like he was still insecure or something.
Yeah.
So it didn't match up well with personalities. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the 15-year-old version, you kind of see more emo and more serious.
Yeah, he's like going through that pubescent.
Yeah, but then when he's an adult version of himself, he still has the same mind, but you could tell he's just way more adult.
Oh, you know what's a good version of that? That movie Big with Tom Hanks.
You know, I haven't seen it in years, so I can't.
But it was kind of like that. It was like overly done. Like, obviously, I think Tom Hanks is one of the best. But you know, like he's a high school kid, and all of a sudden he becomes an adult from that machine.
But you think being an adult trying to play a kid, they overact that and try to play it up more with more energy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's probably what it was.
That's what it reminded me of.
Exactly what that was.
But it was good. I did like it. They had a good story. It played out good. So someone else I heard say it was. I think you said it. Someone said that it was one of the best DC movies. I totally disagree with that. I think Wonder Woman or Aquaman was much better. But it was good though.
I thought, you know what? Like I said, I don't think Wonder Woman was as great as everyone kept saying it was. It was kind of slow for me. But Aquaman, I thought had a lot of action and adventure, kept me pulled in the whole time, even though I had issues with it.
Oh,
this one was pretty similar. It kept me entertained the whole time. So I think it equaled evenly with Aquaman.
And one thing I liked about Shazam is that it had a ton of reference to Batman and Superman in it.
Yeah, it did.
Like kids are wearing like Superman backpacks and Batman T-shirts. There was like a fight scene in a mall, I think, and they were by a toy store and they had like these action figures of the DC Batman Superman. So I liked how it was just like it's in the same world.
Yeah, it's in the same world. But I just wondered why Superman didn't show up like earlier with this, this new superhero in town. I don't even know what city they're in.
I did find that out.
What is it?
So what it was is because Henry Cavill is in contract disputes right now.
Right.
So he might not even come back as Superman anymore.
Right.
So they haven't found a new Superman yet. Or if they are going to renew his contract. So that's what it is. Because originally he was going to be in it.
Oh, okay.
But that's what it was. So there is I had heard that rumor about Henry Cavill. Like he's maybe he's not really excited the way they're kind of going with the character or things like that.
I can't remember what he's doing, but I know he did not renew or something like that. They're currently looking for a new person to play it. Mm-hmm. I know they were talking about that Michael B. Jordan playing it.
No,
I know. I couldn't follow that.
No. But there are 2 post credits, so if you guys haven't seen it yet and you want to go see it, we recommend it. The Buko Boys recommend it.
Yep.
And stick around because there are 2 post credits, and they were pretty funny. I liked them.
I liked them too. It's pretty good. So there was a couple other things that came out, some trailers for movies.
Yes.
First one will say The Joker.
Sticks around with DC.
Yep, sticks with DC. Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, and this is kind of the story of how he became the Joker and his lineage, which this is all new because DC never released a Joker lineage story before it.
Yeah, he's just an enemy.
So this was like only written within the last couple of years.
Let me tell you how much I love this idea. Because I've been saying this for a while, especially with Darth Vader. I would love to see a Darth Vader movie of like how he became Darth Vader. Like we knew he was Anakin and he got his ass beat by Obi-Wan and then they try to save his life and then all of a sudden he's like this powerful Sith Lord. I would love to know the history, like what happened. Like
from the point where he got his arms and legs all
like when he got the whole mechanical
when he's all in lava stone.
Yeah. And how he became like he got like kind of fixed, and then he got all the electronics hooked up to him, how he started training. For me, I'd like to see that.
Okay, so that whole timeline that was missing from the movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get that to Disney.
I like the perspective of the evil, like why, right? What made him do this?
Who knows? Maybe there is something out there because there's a ton of other like Star Wars shorts, like cartoons and others like other.
There might. I doubt it though, but there could be. If there is, let me know. I'd love to see it. Please let me know if there is one.
But back to the Joker.
Yes. So they're telling the story of the Joker. I love this idea. I love it.
So every Joker from the before has all been associated with a type of drug. Have you seen that?
No.
So the Joker from the Batman series, they say his
What big Batman series? Which there's like so many Batman
60s.
series. Okay.
So the Batman series from the 60s. I'm talking about live action Batman. So the movies and TV shows.
All right.
Live action. So that one was supposed to be, he was all like an LSD version of the Joker. His drug was LSD. So his actions and everything were based on somebody tripping on LSD.
Oh, I never heard that.
And then you had the one with Jack Nicholson, and that Joker was supposed to be like a cocaine-fueled Joker.
What do you mean supposed to be?
So they associate their characteristics of each Joker with a drug. So the way they act and everything is supposed to be because they're simulating that Joker with that drug.
But then you just feel like in this weird vat of acid?
Yeah, but they're just associating their characteristics, not how he became the Joker.
Oh.
So the Joker from the series was LSD, the Jack Nicholson one was cocaine, and then the one with Heath Ledger was heroin, and then the one with, what was the last
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto was supposed to be meth.
Who came up with this?
I don't know.
I don't believe this.
I don't know. This is just what they...
Who's they?
The fans or
fan
like
theories?
huge fan theories,
okay.
or even maybe comes from the DC.
You're stating it like it was a fact. So I'm
no,
like,
I'm just saying
what?
that this is associated.
Okay.
This is what they say associated these Jokers with these drugs. Their characteristics resemble somebody on. If you look at these certain ones, okay, I could see that. So the one from the series, he's always tripping out, acting real weird, LSD.
He does like that weird giggle.
And then the one with Heath Ledger, he was more of a relaxed, just talks real slow and his methodically whatever, he's heroin. And then the one with Jared Leto, he's all tattooed and nuts, ready to act crazy. It's all meth.
Tatted up.
It's meth. And then this funny. New version with Joaquin Phoenix, they say in the way they show it in the trailer is he becomes a Joker and his characteristics is based off of, it's not even a drug anymore. It's just society kicking his ass, working a 9-to-5 job, just beating him down.
Yeah.
And then the city, it's society, really.
Okay.
So society in the 9-to-5 just beat the shit out of him and turns him into the Joker.
Well, you know what? You're right. Because in this trailer, that's what's happening. Like this starts off and he just seems very lonely.
Yeah, he's just like a outcast weirdo.
Yeah, he's on the bus, lonely, like by himself. He's walking up these stairs, I'm assuming to his apartment, and he just like walks slowly up these stairs by himself. So yeah, like I like how you mentioned, I didn't really think about it till you said it. But like it seems like from the trailer how he became maniacal was from just like the way the world is, society is, he just finally snapped.
And like bullying, like him getting bullied as an adult. Just because he's kind of a weirdo and, you know, just being out in society and people are just rude.
Yeah, there's a point where he's helping an older lady bathe.
I think it's his mom.
Yeah, I think it's his mom. What else? I think what else is in the trailer. There's a part where he's at a stand-up comedy circuit, and he has his maniacal laugh during the episode.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to do some clown stand-up comedy or something.
Oh, well, he's like working a job as a clown, like one of those wave flippers, you know, flipping those signs, trying to get people to come in.
Oh, okay. Wave flippers.
I don't know what you call them. They're pretty talented, though.
A sign spinner?
Yeah, there we go. A spinner. There we go. Those guys are pretty good. I've seen some good ones.
Sometimes.
But what I like is when he's a sign spinner. His outfit is a clown, and he's got a green curly hair wig. So you know it's kind of like a foreshadow, right? Because it
shows in the trailer that he dyes his hair green. It shows him doing that, and it shows him getting beat up. At the end of the trailer, he's like getting beat up, but this time when he hits the ground, he's like laughing about it. So then you know he's up to no good. You know he's about to do some evil shit.
He's already snapping, maybe.
Yeah. So it looks like his mom passes away. It looks like he's taking care of his mom and doing this weird clown shit, and then it looks like his mom passes away, and then that's when he just starts saying F it and kind of lets go.
That's what I get the impression of too. And then there's a part in the subway where people are wearing like Joker type masks. So I'm curious like how he gets society around him now.
Well, I think just with him being a bad guy and doing shit, he starts getting followers.
Yeah, I mean it's
henchmen. He starts getting henchmen.
So it's I'm very curious to see how that plays out. Like how he snaps, how he gets people to follow him. What does he do that starts getting him on this tirade? It's gonna be. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, this is one. It's kind of a different path. I wonder if they're gonna incorporate this Joker into the universe and start having him like the Justice League be a part of this.
Will Ben Affleck make an appearance as Batman?
No, because he's done.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so they got a new Batman and a new Superman.
Okay.
I mean, there's us. We're available.
Guys, come on.
I'm down to play either one.
Yeah. Batman's one of my favorites. I would prefer Batman, but I'm
down to be Superman.
So I have a question. Who's your favorite Batman? Who's your favorite Joker? There's been a lot of Batmans.
Michael Keaton, Batman.
Mine too.
Yeah, the original is just the best. I didn't even like Adam West as Batman. I did not like Adam West. I didn't like the suit, really. This little onesie that he's wearing.
Tight, gray.
Yeah, that was super lame, but I mean, it was
like
the times.
chalk eyebrows.
Yeah, that was just the times back then.
So you didn't like the George Clooney nipple Batman?
No, didn't like that. Didn't like the Val Kilmer version.
I did like Val Kilmer, but not my favorite, though.
No, even his hair color was off. The blondish brown, that was way off. That did not work. But for as stupid as this sounds, Ben Affleck actually looked like he could have been a good Batman. Like he could have been.
Maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, he could have been. But, yeah, Michael Keaton's still my favorite.
How about Joker?
Now, that one, Heath Ledger.
Yeah, mine too. Mine too.
But I want to see how Joaquin Phoenix does. I'm not really a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix, though.
No, you're not?
No.
I like Joaquin Phoenix.
Kind of I don't know.
Is it his hair lip that throws you off?
No, I don't know what it is about him. I don't know. I watched this one. It was like a movie mockumentary. Was supposed to be a real documentary, but it was supposed to be like his life. He's just like, I don't know. Even after watching that, I just really didn't like him anymore.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
Did you watch him in Signs with Mel Gibson?
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
I love that one. That was good.
Yeah, I liked that one. I don't know. But, so another trailer that we just saw.
Oh, just released like a couple days ago.
The Lion King. Finally. So we talked about this before.
Yeah.
So this has a full good trailer.
Yes.
So this is, it looks like we're going to relive our past.
Right. Just in real life this time.
Yeah, not
real life CGI. No, it looks really good. Like it looks like it's going to follow the cartoon from the 90s.
Yeah. And the voices sound pretty good, and it's funny they got James Earl Jones to play Mufasa again.
I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that's awesome.
So he's the only one that stayed original from the cartoon with James Earl Jones.
I love James Earl Jones.
His voice is like
it's iconic.
Well, there you go. There's
Vader.
Darth Vader. Yeah.
We always go full circle, guys. We're always.
But yeah, James Earl Jones still playing Mufasa, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Remember he played Simba's voice.
I forgot. Yes.
Whatever happened to that kid?
I don't know.
He's our age.
I think he went out of acting in like.
I think he sued his parents or some shit.
He might have. They might have like took all his money probably, and I think he's like in like corporate world now. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember, but I think so.
He was the one out of the three kids that actually did something.
Yeah,
and then talent. It only lasted for 15 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
But anyways, now Donald Glover's playing Simba.
Okay, all right.
I don't know who's playing young Simba.
Yeah, oh, gosh, I didn't even look. She looked it up. Yeah, Rafiki looks pretty cool.
Yep, he's a real bird this time.
No, Rafiki's the
the baboon's ass.
The baboon's ass. So
Zazu is the bird.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of bird it is. But looks good. You get the hyenas. You get the hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
And Scar looked pretty good. Like he looks like an older lion, but he did look up to
been through some shit. Looks like a lion that's been through a lot of shit.
Up to no good. You can tell. And then there's a scene in the trailer where you see like in the trench, a bunch of the wildebeest or buffalo running through.
Oh shit, that's the part that's gonna make everybody cry.
Man. I don't want to give any spoilers, but no
spoilers. Something bad happens.
Something bad is probably gonna happen. Just saying.
Just get ready for that scene.
But it's Disney. I love Disney doing the live action. I'm excited for it.
Would you have been happy if they changed the story up a little bit?
I don't think Disney can do any wrong. In what aspect?
Just to, because everybody knows the story of Lion King and all that.
Okay.
But I mean, if they, because I've noticed in their live action, they don't add anything, they don't take anything away. It's just like verbatim to the cartoon. So if they were to just add new stuff in there, I mean, just to surprise the viewers for something new, because we all know what we're going for.
Yeah.
But just to add more content or add more storyline or more depth to a character or something.
I think they'll do. Yeah,
I wish they did something. Well, like the Maleficent movie, that was based on Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, that was a whole.
But they
thing.
changed it all up. They kind of changed things up a little bit. And I'm just saying, you know, that's a live action version of Sleeping Beauty. So for the Lion King, if they would have just changed things up, I don't know, just to kind of make things new, but at the same time not ruin it, that'd be, I guess that's kind of hard, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll then have to watch it and see how it plays out.
I think it's going to be identical to the cartoon for sure. But I kind of would have been happy if they added more or did things a little different.
Okay.
I don't know.
I guess, you know, they're probably even trying to like bring in like viewers from that are born in the last decade. You know, that one came out, gosh, almost 30 years ago, maybe. Gosh.
No, 25
years ago.
I'd say 25 years.
So, like, our kids weren't around.
No, we were running around and
we were there, younger.
You know, when that came out, the Dollar movie in Fort Union was still around.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You were so in love with that soundtrack.
I did. I bought that cassette tape.
Yeah, the cassette.
I was
over
in 6th grade.
And over and over you played it.
Not over and over.
Can you feel the love?
I would rotate that with LL Cool J and Criss Cross.
No, you didn't. You rotated it with the Bodyguard soundtrack.
I never had that. You had that.
No, I think it was you.
I never had that.
Oh, okay.
Weirdo.
But you were such a big fan of Elton John.
Not a big fan. Just that one song I was actually a fan.
It was a really good song, though.
It was the shit.
It was a good song. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. I can't wait for the release. It's going to be awesome.
So, I did a couple Buko Boy exclusive ghost hunts.
Oh, did you now?
Yes. First time investigating for these two buildings.
Okay.
I was involved.
Let's hear it.
So the first one I did last week, Friday, was up in Ogden Canyon. It was called the Gray Cliff Lodge.
Okay.
So some of you might have heard of it. It's
I actually haven't heard of it.
So it's just like a dinner place, like a really fancy brunch or dinner place that's you go up the canyon. But it used to be, it was built as a giant vacation house for this rich family here in Utah. They're a famous rich family. Like they have some things named after them here, like the McD or McKay Center. The D. McKay.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
So that family, I think this is D. McKay's grandparents or parents that built this house.
Interesting.
And this was just their vacation house, and this place is huge. This is their vacation house.
Nice.
Anyways, so it's up Ogden Canyon, and they turned this house into a diner, or a nice dinner place, and supposedly it is super haunted. The owners say, yeah, this place is haunted. So this lady from this other local paranormal group had put together this investigation for the first time. So I had gone to this, and yes, there are spirits there, but it is super hard to use your equipment there because the wiring in that place is insane.
So it's like setting up the K2 meters and things like that? Oh my God,
it is nuts though. The K2 meter, the only place it was somewhat low was at face level. I'd have to hold it at face level, and it was still 2 lights on that thing. 2 out of 5 lights or 6 lights on that thing. So anyways, if I put it towards the ground, on the floor, and this is on the second level. I'm on the second level when I'm doing this. I put it on the ground, it's all the way to red. I put it up to the ceiling, all the way to red. So it was really hard to use a
So for
EMF
people that are
there.
listening, they may not understand what you're talking about.
So the EMF, electromagnetic field, so it picks it up, and the stronger the electromagnetic field is, the more lights light up. So it starts with green and goes all the way to red. So there's versions of green that go to orange, and then orange that go to red. So as
and what can trigger that are like the light switches, Because they have
anything electric
current running through it, so they can set it off.
So wiring.
So you're saying there's probably a lot of wires within.
Yes, and they're probably not insulated. So there's probably a lot
of old,
a lot of wires that are not insulated. So that place is just spitting out EMF throughout the whole building. So upstairs was really bad. Go downstairs. Downstairs, some places were really bad. Other places weren't as bad, but still all around that place was pretty hard to use EMF meters. And even the Ghost Meter Pro, that thing wasn't acting right in there.
Okay.
And that doesn't, the mode I use it in is not for picking up EMFs. It's picking up a different frequency. But even that, I turn it on and it would just go haywire for like a good minute or two and then finally calm down. Huh. But yeah, that whole place, I mean, with the EMFs that place is emitting, plus it's right on the Ogden River. So the Ogden River's running right past it and it's flowing good. Yeah. And that night was raining. There was just a lot of good factors for paranormal that night.
Okay.
But it was just so hard to get equipment to work. And I really didn't get any evidence, but I did feel the spirit energies that were there. I felt a couple anyways. But
is there rumors to why there are spirits there?
I think just because of the vacation house that it was, there was, probably memories, residual
energy. The family, after they're gone, you're thinking they want to go back there?
Yeah, there could be that. Plus, there could be a lot of deaths from the river and wandering spirits that just kind of wander in that.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's an interesting theory, too.
Plus, with the EMFs that emit, that gives spirits more energy.
Okay.
So that might, a lot of spirits might just want to go in there because they could use that energy.
Ah, interesting.
Because that place has a ton of EMF. Like, it is insane.
All right, cool.
So
you'd want to go back there then? It wasn't eventful, but you'd want to go back.
It wasn't eventful. I would go back, and I would go back with less people. I could have actually stayed later, and there would have only been like 3 of us. There was probably about 20 to 24 people there. Okay. It was a public investigation.
Okay, gotcha.
But after everyone left, because I went there with Paul Welch, and Paul Welch, he was helping out with the investigation, and he invited me along with him, and so anyways, we could have stayed later and investigate with the lady who ran the investigation, and it would have just been like 4 of us, and we had the whole place to ourselves.
Oh, that'd been cool.
But it was like 2-something in the morning. I was already beat. I was
gotcha.
Dead, and I was like, I'm good.
Another time.
Yeah, another time maybe. This is just, I'm too damn tired. But so the next day, that was another thing, is I had another investigation the next day. And this was all the way down south in Santa Quin. Okay. So this was actually right next to the Family Tree Restaurant, which is well known to be haunted. There's, Ghost Adventures have been there, Dead Files have been there.
The Buko Boys have been there.
The Buko Boys have been there. And
we've shared our story on here.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that whole town of Santa Quin is pretty haunted, just like Tooele and Magna. It's one of those haunted-ass towns.
Yeah, right.
Well, this building was on the same main street as Family Tree and actually 500 feet away, pretty much.
Okay.
So we go in there. It's a rock store. It's, gemstone, rock hounding, crystals. So that it's just it's one section of a wide building. So there's other shops connected to this one building, but in this one section of the building, we go in. It's just a rock shop. We go down to the basement. Instantly, we go down the basement. I'm feeling energy coming out of there like crazy. I snapped a few pictures as we go down into the basement and of the basement. And there's this little back area where there's a little, looks like almost like a cold storage. And but man, that whole area, you could just feel bad stuff going on. So I instantly picked up on the presence of a boy and a grown man.
Okay.
And then I'm there. So I was invited by our friend Brian. He knew the owners of the shop, and so they got us in. And this is the first time anyone's investigated it, but they've had things going on there. So Brian's known about it for a while, but finally we went.
Because he lives out there.
Yeah, he lives like a few blocks away from us.
What's up, Brian?
Our buddy Brian. And so we're down there, and Brian's picking up on a spirit of a woman. So Brian and I both have gone through the shaman courses. His mom's actually the one that taught us. That's Sandra.
Yeah.
You've all heard of her. So he's picking up on the presence of a woman, and I pick up on the the man and the boy. And the pictures, I sent all the pictures to Brandy, who she's a medium friend that can see spirits and pictures and everything. I didn't tell her anything about what I seen. I just sent that to her just to say, what do you see? So after we get some investigating done, she sends me a text back telling me everything she sees, which she sees a man, she sees a woman, and then she sees a little girl.
Okay.
And then she also sees a type 3 spirit, which is a really negative spirit that's never been a human. That's what people will call a demon or something like that. Our team calls it a type 3. And they, are the ones that try to attach to you or manipulate you to do, just bad negative things.
Right.
Anyways, so this is what she saw in there. And I'm like, oh, crazy. Maybe awesome. Maybe I just mistaken the boy as a girl. Or I mistake the girl as a boy. Well, anyways, we're investigating the upstairs now. There's like a massage and a salon, top room. We're investigating there. I felt some energy in there. And we get in there and shit falls down. Nothing has moved in there. There's been no noise. We're just in there quiet, start asking questions. We get some things.
Did you see what it was?
No, there was something that was like on this little stand where she keeps like her little water fountain and her speaker and stuff. So it was just something on there, and we had just got something lit up on the ghost meter. So we were just starting to ask questions, and all of a sudden something falls down.
Interesting.
So I was like, was that you? And then I asked the ghost meter that, and the ghost meter said yes instantly. And then I took a picture in there, because right after that we weren't really getting much. I took a picture in there and I sent that to Brandy. Brandy said she didn't see anything in there. But whatever that was probably took off after it dropped that, or maybe I don't know. But at that time I took a picture, there was nothing in there from what Brandy saw.
Interesting.
We go back down in the basement and I feel that boy again. But this time I see him in my head standing right up to me. But he's like probably chest high.
Okay. And
his head's down and I see him with no shirt on. And I'm like, what the hell? I take a picture and I send that to Brandy. And I'm like, what do you see here? She's like, there's a teenage boy.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that is pretty nuts. And then I did another scan across because I felt something hiding from me. And I scanned across with the camera, I sent it to her, and I'm like, what do you see here? What do you see hiding? And she goes, that male, that adult male, that's what was hiding that she could see.
Interesting.
Well, anyways, I gave her a call after I left that place, and I was like, hey, so the boy I saw him with no shirt on. And she goes, well, yeah, he was, I'm like, I just saw him with like pants and no shirt. And she goes, yeah, well, what I seen him wearing was, he was wearing, bottoms with suspenders, but yeah, he had no shirt on.
Oh.
And the next day I was talking to Tim. Tim's been picking up on his abilities too. This is the cool part too. I never told Tim much about this boy yet. I just kind of mentioned to him about the boy. I never even started giving details yet. And then there was a detail that he mentioned that I never even said to Brandy. Well, when I was telling this to Tim, and Tim asked me, was his hair wet? And when I saw him, his hair was dripping water.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, what the? I didn't even say shit to nobody. That was pretty interesting, bro. Good job. And so I think he was saying it could have been, there was a story about some boys drowning in the ditch close to there, decades ago.
Interesting.
So probably in that era when people would be wearing suspenders.
Right.
So that was pretty nuts. But there was definitely something bad in that basement, though. There was something not very good in that basement. And so anyways, we're going back there, and I asked Tim and Brandy to join us. So you're more than welcome to come. So the four of us and Brian, because Brian's the man out there. He's the one. He's the Santa Quinn man. So we'll go back there because that place is not a big place to investigate, and if you can't have, this is something, even though there's 2 levels, you can't have 2 teams going at the same time because you can hear everything.
Yeah, okay.
So like Brian and I were in the basement and the owners of the shop were upstairs, and just them talking to each other and walking around, it was like so loud.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, Brian, you got to go upstairs and tell them to shut up. I don't know these people like you do, so you can go up there and just tell them to shut the hell up. But yeah, that place, It's pretty haunted. For being a small place as it is got a lot of spirit activity going on there.
Yeah, and we might know if there's a public investigation that we might know of that we can invite people down to that family tree.
Oh yeah,
restaurant.
At the end of this month, the 26th and 27th.
Yeah, I think so.
There's 2 public investigations.
Oh, is there going to be 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay, very cool.
So the Friday and Saturday at Family Tree, you can go to the Facebook page of WISPs or Advanced Paranormal Services, and you can get the link to tickets there.
Yeah, I think it's pretty affordable because I think it's just the investigation. If you want dinner, you can go in early and buy dinner.
I can't remember how they have it set up. I know there's the investigation comes with dinner, and I don't know if this one they give you the option.
They're doing it a little different this time.
Okay, so you have the option to do no dinner and just the investigation.
Yeah.
So there's that too. So
yeah, it'd be cool. Maybe you should share that on our social media. People can go there, and if you guys want to do a public investigation with us at a well-known haunted restaurant, might be fun. Yeah, that's where we had a lot of our first experiences. That was with these equipment Dale's talking about, where we were getting a lot of responses back. We had this app I know we mentioned before called Echo Vox, and we were asking questions. We're like, hey, what's my name? And it actually said Derek said my name. Dale asked. I didn't have an answer for Dale, but Dale asked, how are we related? And it said twins.
We're not, though.
We're not, but you can see why they would think that. So it was pretty interesting. Dale got pretty freaked out. So if you guys want to come join us.
That was like a place where I started to feel... I started getting sensations of feeling energies again. And I was feeling something that wasn't good. Yeah. And I didn't like it.
And we've also mentioned before Paul Welch that you mentioned earlier.
That night he saw some shit.
He saw some crazy stuff in the basement.
He saw some spider-looking dude crawling out of the side of the basement.
So come down, join us, guys. This will be fun.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good time there. There's a lot of activity there. Yeah. So, anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I saw the story, and we just came back from Hawaii, obviously. If you haven't watched the episode or heard it, you should know we just came back from Hawaii.
Yeah, you should all know about this by now. We talked about this for months.
And we stayed in an Airbnb. Beautiful house. Beautiful location. Beautiful family. They actually were a Filipino family.
They lived above.
They lived above, and mom talked to the mom a lot as well. And anyway, I was just reading the story. This family went to a trip, I think in Ireland, and they found in their Airbnb a live feed camera filming them. Yeah. Pretty freaky.
That's happened more than once.
Oh, I'm sure.
That is way scary.
Now, even though I've used Airbnb quite a few times, and have you used it often?
I've used it a few times.
I've used it quite a few times, and everywhere I've done it, I've always made sure like it's a nice looking home, everything looks good. But I actually still always look. Like I'm not like pulling vases and pictures off the walls. And
the K2 meter would work for that.
Yeah, you're right. Just kind of scan it around. Yep. But I don't want to travel with one. But I do kind of look around like, are there any cameras around? I just kind of take a glance around. But it's kind of creepy, right? I guess it's kind of something most people aren't thinking about. So yes. I could totally see that. So make sure you're scanning the room for some cameras.
That's some scary shit. I bet you there's websites dedicated to the creepos doing that. Like uploading those like videos of people, of guests. That's pretty nuts.
Well, like these things like Airbnb, Uber, and Lyft, they're like blessings and curses, right? Like you just gotta be smart about it. Yeah. Well, like the whole process of an Airbnb where you can rent out someone's house or rent out someone's room inside the house for like a day or two. Like, because I travel a lot for business, sometimes I only need like one night stay. And I just need a bedroom. Like I don't really need a whole hotel. Like I'll pay $30 for just a room in someone's house.
So talking about this sketchy stuff. So my buddies rented a mansion in Vegas one time. Okay. And while they were staying there at this mansion, the house was robbed. Oh. And all their shit got taken. But just their shit. Not the stuff that belonged to the house. Just their stuff. Huh. So, I mean, laptops that they brought, any electrical devices that they brought, some of their stuff. But the things belonging to the house, like the TVs, the stereos there at the house, all that shit stayed. They didn't touch it. And there was I can't remember this part correctly, so maybe not be correct, but I remember something about them saying that there was cameras in the house. And they asked the owner, what about these cameras? Didn't they catch anything? And they're like, no, they don't work. Well, that's kind of sounds real shady. Like, look like the cameras do work. They're looking at all their shit that they could take, and then either the owners did it or sent other people to do it, because the way it didn't look like things got broken into. It's just like the door was open and just their shit was taken.
Well, you know, if you think they own a mansion, you would think they wouldn't need it. That, like, their little petty stuff. So it makes me wonder, like, maybe if their kids have access to the cameras, go, ooh, look at that stuff. Call up their friends, like, hey, guys.
Could definitely be something like
makes
that.
You wonder. Yeah. So maybe the owners are like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
But I mean, if it happens more than once, you know.
Yeah, you gotta report that.
But I don't know. It just seemed real shady, and then like friends.
It's true.
Like,
it does.
I'm never going through these people ever again. You know.
Oh
like,
yeah.
That was just way. Yeah. Everything about that was way shady.
Well, you know, like last week, there's that story of that girl that got into a car she thought was her Uber.
Oh shit! And she ended up finding her dead body.
Yeah. So you know, like.
I think that was just her being drunk, and I mean, everything about your Uber is right there on your phone.
Like it has a picture of the person, the driver, has the car details.
Yeah, all that. So that's just
most of these cars, and then I saw like the state that it happened in. They were saying like they want to do something to recognize the drivers of Uber or Lyft, and I'm like, I think they do.
Yeah, they kind of put stickers on their cars already. I think it's already
there. Yeah, and I know Lyft has one that lights up.
Yeah, they got the light up thing.
Looks like a taxi pulling up. Really?
Yeah, I mean, they even have the license plate numbers on there.
Yeah,
and the car description and the driver. I mean, I don't know what else they can do.
Right, you just gotta. Hey, I always say this: always be aware of your surroundings. I actually was just in a parking lot yesterday. I was coming out of a store. And someone I knew came driving by, and I'm waving at them. I was coming out of the store, so I'm on the sidewalk. They're driving by slow because it's, you know, people coming in and out of the strip mall, and they didn't even see me. Like, they just had, like, tunnel vision. I'm like, that's actually, like, the third time I've seen her out, and she hasn't seen me. I'm like, are you, like, not paying attention to what's happening around you at all? Like,
you gotta tell me who this is later.
Yeah, I'll tell you who it is. And you'll be like, yeah, that sounds about right, because you know who they are. But I'm like, hey, are you not, like, paying attention to what's happening around, like, your world? Come on. So always be aware, guys.
Yeah, that's how people get hit by cars.
Yeah, always be aware.
Well, I think that should be an episode. I got to get ready to take my lady to school.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have, this is a Friday we're recording this. I hope you have a great weekend.
Yeah.
But no matter how you listen to the Buko Boys podcast, hope you guys are having fun.
Of course. And go ghost hunting.
Yeah.
Come with us.
We are going to take part of the Chocochallenge2019.
Coco Loco style.
Oh man, I'm nervous. So what this is Fuego Box has teamed up with Pucker Butt Company, and they've created the new Black Reaper, which is supposed to be now the hottest pepper, spiciest pepper,
unreleased pepper. It's not known to man yet,
and we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna read the bottom here. It says a marriage between good and evil. The hashtag Choco Challenge is for the pain-seeking masochist who hates cancer but also has no regard for their own well-being. Our chocolate is fired up by the Black Reaper, a mysterious pepper hotter than a Carolina Reaper and exclusive to the hashtag Choco Challenge. No extracts. The Black Reaper is a new unreleased pepper created by mad scientist Smokin' Ed Curry of Pucker Butt Pepper Company.
You must be loco to consume this cocoa.
That's what it says on the inside. Now $5 for every purchase goes to
the Prostate Foundation.
Yeah, Prostate Cancer Foundation. So that's always a good cause. So it's got a cool little packaging on it.
Oh, this is our last chance to turn back.
That's what it says. Last chance to turn back. They got the bar here. So since this is the Buko Boys podcast, and you can watch us on any, or listen to us on any podcast platform, or watch us on this channel, our on YouTube here.
Or you can subscribe to our Instagram or Facebook at Buko Boys.
So we got some Buko ice cream to help if it gets a little hard on us.
I'm already scared.
Are you scared?
I'm already scared.
Oh man.
We should have wore gloves just in case.
Look at that. You can see like speckled peppers in here.
Oh dear. I
can smell a little bit. Are you ready?
Looks like it's gonna hurt. Hold on, are we gonna eat the whole thing at once?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna take a bite and a bite? And
I'm gonna eat the whole thing at once.
I think it's the only way to do it.
All right, let's do it.
Cheers.
All right, right away. Right away. On the tongue. Okay.
I heard him swallow mine. Oh my god. Everything is on fire.
I'm doing okay right now.
I'm waiting for the sweetness of the chocolate to take over. It's not. It's not taking over.
Oh man.
Oh boy. I'm not good at hot things. My face is on fire. Everything in the back of my mouth hurts. Everything hurts.
Burns in the back. Ugh.
My throat's on fire.
Here we go. How's the ice cream help?
It's not. I thought it would. It's not.
I'm starting to perspire a little bit.
My mouth is tingling and burning. It hurts.
I think I'm doing okay.
Nothing about this was fun. My eyes
doing
are
okay.
watering.
You doing all right?
I'm gonna live. I think I'll live. Everything's hot. Everything's hot. Everything sucks right now.
I'm all right. Don't take deep breaths in though.
Yeah, breathing hurts because it hits your the air hits your tongue and that shit don't feel good. Instant regret.
You regret it?
Yeah, my tongue hurts.
I'm doing all right.
I'm gonna die.
It's spicy.
My stomach's hurting now. This is not gonna end, is it?
It will. I'm just mostly get teary-eyed.
I'm teary-eyed. I'm sweating. My stomach's on fire. I should have took a... I just want to drool. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to swallow my own spit anymore.
Let the ice cream coat your tongue.
Oh my god, my stomach hurts.
You didn't do this on an empty stomach, did you?
I ate cereal.
Me too.
Let's hope we win, so we do something. Get
Oh
something
yeah,
out of this.
so with the Choco Challenge,
Oh shit!
if you attempt it, you don't need to eat the whole bar like we did, but we're crazy like that. But if you film it or take a picture of you eating it and share it, hashtag Chocochallenge2019, you enter to win a year supply of hot sauce from Fuego Box.
Well, we attempted. We survived.
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
The heat's subsiding a little bit. It still hurts. Everything hurts. I would never do this again. I don't wish this on anybody. But we're knocking out nut cancer.
Butt cancer.
That's prostate.
Oh.
And so I guess it's taint cancer.
Yeah, it's more like...
Oh boy.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.
We did this for you guys.
Yeah.
And to win some free shit, so.
All right, peace out.
Thanks for enjoying our suffering. Bye, everybody.
You good?
Oh, God, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Did you throw up?
Please hurry.